Welcome back to Character Select. Dave, back for more Deus Ex Human Revolution. I apologize for the delay in actually getting back to this. The holidays happened, and I really didn't have time to record it, and I really wanted to make Phoenix Point a priority, so I had to stop recording it for a little bit. But we're back, and we are jumping into this stasis pod.
It's done. Exactly as you instructed.
And yet you sound disappointed. You think we should have handled this differently?
I think we had a valuable asset in our hands, and we're letting him slip away. He could have been very useful in the coming storm.
A hand does not need to be clenched tightly to maintain its hold on someone. Jensen carries too much baggage right now. His obsession with Reed only serves to distract him.
We could have told him the truth.
He must discover it by himself. And when he does, if you have followed my instructions precisely, we will know how to find him.
Assuming he lives that long.
Ominous. So anyway, that's the end of the missing link, and we're back to the main campaign, which is going to pick up at the Omega Ranch, I believe. Yeah. A few days later. Well, at least nobody's trying to kill you this time.
Any chance you're still there?
Jensen, my God. You've been offline for days. Where the hell are you?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I'm pinging you now. You're in Singapore.
Alright.
Something's wrong, Jensen. I pinged you, and a second later I lost your GPL signal. It's like you disappeared into a black hole.
Gotta be a jammer.
Well, obviously. If you can find the transmitter and take it offline, I'll be able to track you. And keep you on a tighter leash.
I've got more important things to do than help you keep tabs on me. If Megan and her team are here, there's no time to waste.
Except that we should probably disable the jammer so that we can get them out of here if we do find them. Hey, security level 5? I can hack that. Sweet. Alright, we're going to go right for the security node. Boop. Boop. Oh, come on, come. Thank you. So we at least got all of our stuff back. We got our praxis points, all of that stuff. So we're doing pretty good. Ooh, what is this? A revolver, I don't care. Ammunition count upgrade, though. Can I put that on anything? I can combine it with the laser rifle. Because why not? Also, I apologize. I am, sadly, still recovering from being sick. So you might hear me making the typical and sound, so I apologize in advance. But, yeah, this is basically the end game of Deus Ex.
Probably barking orders at him again. Looks like this show is packed with A-listers now. The question is, who's headlining?
Things would be a lot easier if Darrow was still around.
Darrow?
Anyway, I better get back to storage in case he decides to spring a surprise inspection on us.
Good idea.
Alright, so Hugh Darrow is tied up in all of this, which isn't surprising. Bonk. Let's see what's on this pocket secretary. This is the last time I'm going to send you the cord for your barracks dormitory. I don't care if you have to carry this in a poxsec, or if you plaster it backwards across your own damn face, you have to look at it every time you see yourself in the mirror. Remember the damn code. 1385. Lieutenant Commander Caspar Donato, Bell Tower Associates. So these guys are still Bell Tower. Which means that that company is in its neck up to its neck in this shit, which Also not surprising. Do you carrying anything? No? Okay. I'll just leave you there. Do. Whoa. That was a little closer than I would have liked. Boop. Down you go. Don't really need the combat rifle ammo, but, you know. There are 2 boss fights left in the game. 2. One of them is here, and one of them is in the final area. Because there's always a boss fight to end a game, because that's the nature of games. There's always one final confrontation, I should say. But the interesting thing about the original Deus Ex is that there really wasn't a final boss. There was a final problem with multiple solutions, but there was no actual boss fight. Sadly, that's not the case here.
Boss wants a report on the radio tower. Signal readings are stable. Plus, I performed a full diagnostic earlier. It's running smoother than ever.
Check up every once in a while. Make sure there's nothing overriding that gem.
Will do.
But getting kind of back to the idea of colors being used as theming in this game, you can see that gold is still kind of prominent here, but it's much more faded and washed out. The veneer is coming off the golden age here. Don't. Alright. Grab him and pull him back as quickly as possible, so that nobody sees. What the? Really? I honestly did not think there was a guy over there. Alright. That's a problem. How far back are we? Not terrible. Oh, yep, a little bit far back.
No one's supposed to be here.
Alright, we're back to this nonsense again. Great. This is what happens when I don't play a game for like a month. I forget how to play it. Technically, I don't need to knock this guy out at all, but fuck him. Hiding the evidence of my crimes. That seems like a flipping a coin and it landing on its edge situation right there. Boop.
Boss wants a report on the radio tower.
Signal readings are stable. Plus, I performed a full diagnostic earlier. It's running smoother than ever.
Check up every once in a while. Make sure there's nothing overriding that gem.
Will do.
So the good news is that camera is not going to be a problem. Bad news is there's totally a turret right there. No? Ugh. Ugh. Pacifist and Foxiest to the Hounds is so hard. Honestly, I could just shoot a lot of people and it would be easier. Boss wants an update on the radio tower?
Boss wants a report on the radio tower.
Signal readings are stable. Plus, I performed a full diagnostic earlier. It's running smoother than ever.
Check up every once in a while. Make sure there's nothing overriding that gem.
Alright, that's a door. Let's go in here.
Hey, I gotta get upstairs to change a frequency. Do you know the code?
Yeah, but I don't have my security chart on me. Left at the barracks.
Mind if I take a look at it?
Free
Let's om-nom some nom-noms. Yum. Sleeping on the job? You're fired. Do 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 do. The one thing that you really can't defend against, no matter how hard you try, is somebody successfully sneaking through your base. You can be alert, but it's just not going to happen. I just finished the OC3 repairs on the radar tower. We're losing comsat between the receiving antenna's effective aperture and the scattering coefficient. Gain. Anyone needs access to the radar controls. The code is 0111.
The World Health Organization today issued an unprecedented recall on augmentation technology. For days, reports of temporary malfunctions and electrostatic disturbances have been flooding in from around the globe. Elizabeth Duclair, spokeswoman for the WHO, confirmed that the cause of these disruptions has been linked to a major malfunction in the multi-channel peripheral nerve biochip. A device which transmits neural
Elizabeth
impulses
Duclair
directly to
is a
inorganic
character
tissue.
from the original Deus
She is
Ex.
urging people to visit their local limb clinics immediately to have the faulty chips replaced.
We didn't do that. Uh-oh.
Inside sources tell me that
Probably bad.
augmentation giant Tai Young Medical is scrambling to produce enough new and
So we're probably screwed if our biochip is malfunctioning, right? Heck. Crap. Oh, we got plenty of time. This should be easy. The Fortify really helped.
Access granted.
Alright, man, you should hear some of the crazy... something. Get away, XP. Jesus. Crazy rumors about this place. I was down near Katong Plaza in the city during my leave last week, checking in with my kids at home at some internet cafe. They were going on about that whole VersaLife WHO bird flu outbreak that wiped out half the country a few years ago or something. All of a sudden they start whispering, saying it was part of some crazy conspiracy theory by the government to test some new biological warfare weapon. It had something to do with that whole SARS thing 20 years ago. Apparently the ranch is actually owned by the Chinese, and this is all part of some crazy population control scheme. Even websites devoted to this crap. It's like we're the new Area 51 or something. Loading base, C cleanup. Viral coolants were leaking. That's kind of creepy.
You must have done something, Jensen. 4 of our GPL signals just popped up, including yours. Koss, Colvin, Faraday. I'm not picking up Dr. Reed.
Send me the coordinates you do have. And Pritchard, tell Sarif.
I can't. While you were incommunicado, Mr. Darrow invited him, Bill Taggart, and the UN delegates to Panchaea. They're halfway to the Arctic by now.
Great.
Okay, so we need to find Nia Colvin, Eric Koss, and Declan Faraday. Let's turn that off. Okay. Not a complicated system. And we're good. God, I love upgrading hacking ability. Or hacking stealth. It just makes things easy.
Access granted.
Almost too easy. Alright, anything worth getting in here? Remote detonated explosive device, generic upgrade for damage, heavy rifle ammo, a PEPS, and some rockets. So no, nothing useful. We're only going to use the laser for one thing.
A device which transmits neural impulses directly to inorganic tissue. She is urging people to visit their local limb clinics immediately to have the faulty
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, this one's crooked. Seriously, hacking stealth is so good. So good. Hey, there it is. Been looking for this poster all game. Final Fantasy 27. I'd play it. Money. Stun gun darts. Ooh,
Access granted.
Elite skills. I don't know what they're playing here. If you know what they're playing, let me know in the comments down below. Looks like rummy or gin or something like that, but with Chinese characters, I'm not sure. Reload speed. Just keep upgrading that laser rifle that I'm only going to use once. Alright, so we've got 3 separate objectives to do. We've got to find the 3 scientists. So let's see if we can't do that. No one. Are you broken? Not entirely sure what he's doing right. Oh, nope, now he's coming over. Ooh. Thanks. Come on. Hack all the world.
Access granted.
That was a little close. I really should just punch that guy. Alright. Let's go back and read that email real quick. Yeah, okay. Nothing important. Storage rooms, reception, office, security, laboratory. Rifleman Bank Station was cooler. Crap. There's actually a fuck ton of guys in here. That's not good. And a camera. Also, didn't I get a praxis point? Might as well continue upgrading all of my things. We'll get dermal armor, because why not? God help you if a patient man ever decides to subvert your security. He's going to succeed. We'll deal with those guys eventually. Maybe. Face down, ass up. Assume the position. Yoink. Doesn't really seem to be anything useful in this room, so moving on. Looks like there is, according to my radar, a drone in the area. Let's see here. Easy. Friggin' peasy.
Access granted.
Wait. Oh yeah, okay. The reason for that room is that you can punch through this wall if you can't hack. Still giving me multiple ways to move. I like it. Toot, toot, toot. Although, quite frankly, if you're punching your way through a wall, then why would you still be sneaking? Poop. Nia. Remember her from the intro?
Get the hell out! This lab is off limits to you people.
Nice to see you too, Dr. Goldman.
What? Wait a second. I know you. You were Seraph's security guy. Way to protect our asses.
Hey, check the attitude, Doc. I nearly died trying to save you.
Oh, and now you're here to take me back. Well, maybe I don't want to go. Maybe I've got more here than I ever had at Seraph.
Would Vasily Savchenko agree with that? They executed him and dumped his body in a ditch.
That's not true.
Believe it. Unless these murderers have you so brainwashed, you don't mind building their toys.
It wasn't a toy. It was a software upgrade that limits functionalities in a biochip. They told me it was for crowd control.
That's terrifying.
Is Vasily really dead? You saw the body?
Saw the arm.
What's left of it?
Oh my god. I should have listened to him.
Dr. Colvin, I need to locate the rest of the team. But Dr. Reed's GPL isn't broadcasting.
She's in the secured zone. There are guards everywhere.
Then I need a way to get the guards out. A distraction. Maybe a lab accident, what do you say?
After what those bastards did to Vasily? Of course. But one minor incident in this lab won't be enough.
No. But if a couple of other labs go up, simultaneously...
Declan and Eric. Of course. Interesting idea, Mr. Jensen. Ambitious, but risky. The timing will be critical.
I'll coordinate the attack. But you understand that this could all backfire.
I'm no shrinking violet, Mr. Jensen, but there may be another issue.
They're tracking your GPLs, aren't they? I've been wondering how to get around that.
Smart man. Just like Vasily. He had a plan to shut down their tracking and jamming protocols using a virus. Maybe Declan or Eric know something more about it.
I haven't yet located Eric Koss, Dr. Colvin. Do you know where they're keeping him?
He's working in a lab on the 3rd floor. There's an elevator that might get you there. It's on the 2nd floor, though, and I heard the guards say something about that floor being shut off. But then again, with those neuro enhancements of yours, you might find a way to get into it.
Dr. Faraday doesn't seem to be working in this building. Any idea where he is?
I think he's in the biomech lab next door. But you don't have to go outside to reach him. There's a skywalk that connects the two buildings. Maybe you can use it.
Dr. Colvin, I need to know I can trust you. You seemed pretty happy to be here until I told you about Dr. Savchenko.
It's been 6 months, Mr. Jensen. Not long for you, perhaps, but how long can a person live in constant fear? Once they took us out of isolation, it just seemed easier to concentrate on the work.
Did all of you feel that way?
Vasily didn't. Maybe not Declan either, but the work we do here, the discussions, and the theories. I thought Seraph's projects were far-reaching, but the experiments I've seen going on here, it's the kind of stuff DARPA dreams up every day.
Only without governmental oversight keeping you in line.
I suppose I'm just a typical scientist to you, right, Mr. Jensen? Blindly pushing boundaries? No care for who's footing the bill or how our discoveries get made?
We all have to live with ourselves at the end of the day, Dr. Colvin.
You're right, of course. But were things so different in Detroit? We all know where those Seraph contracts came from, don't we? You asked me.
Don't call me a monster.
You can.
Monster.
But you better get on with this.
Okay, wait for my signal, Dr. Colvin. When your GPL starts to vibrate, set off the distraction.
I understand. And I'm sorry for what I said earlier.
Okay, I got another praxis point, so let's upgrade. Let's do the punch through wall thing. Why not? Listen to me, you know what they're doing to us, you recognize the tactics. They're giving life by not taking it, keeping us isolated so their truth becomes everything. Don't you see the signs? Do not give in to them. I can't work like this, Megan. How do they expect me to write a program that will want out a biochip I haven't seen a design for yet? I need to know the layout of the processors. Otherwise, I can't determine which threads should be suppressed and which should be allowed to stay active. Instead of controlling their damn crowd, I might very well end up inciting it to riot. No, you're thinking too narrowly. The positioning of the processors is just a detail. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the input coming into the chip from the nervous system. That's what's generating the individual and/or multi-threads you need to suppress. Focus on isolating those patterns, and I think you might actually get somewhere. Makes you feel any better? H told me Eric's designing the chip. You've worked with him long enough to know how he thinks. So basically, the biochip is intended to be to allow, say, police to just straight up shut off your crap. Be like, oh, there's a riot over here. Beep, and everybody just falls over because they can't move. That's terrifying. Ta-da. There's another windmill thing. So basically, every single computer that has one of those emails on it has been subverted by Windmill. He's the one that sent the spam. He's the one that got into it. It's actually really cool. So he has been able to infiltrate the Omega Ranch. I'm just gonna leave this guy in here. That's okay, right? Thanks. I'm just not in the mood. Boop. Oh, hey, an elevator. I just must go to the 3rd floor. Thank God I'm able to friggin' lift heavy boxes. Shit. Civilians, huh? Don't mind me. Remember this guy from the intro?
What do you want? I told you people not to barge in here. Wasn't the new biochip design enough?
Dr. Koss, I'm here to get you out.
Jensen? From Seraph? But we were told we'd been written off.
Not exactly.
Listen, Jensen. They forced me to work for them. I didn't want to create the new biochip, especially since it was based on Seraph's research, but they didn't give me a choice.
No one doubts your loyalty, Dr. Koss. Do you know what they plan to do with this new biochip?
I'm not sure. They said something about having Tai Young Medical produce it and distribute it through LIM, but I can't be sure.
I know, and I'm here to bring you all back. But to reach Megan, I need you, Colvin, and Faraday to stage lab accidents as a distraction, simultaneously.
Isn't that a little risky? Besides, how will we coordinate these accidents? It's impossible.
Maybe not. But it's that or staying here and eventually ending up like Dr. Sevchenko.
They killed him, didn't they? He kept provoking them, coming up with these wild escape plans. They try to keep us apart as much as possible now. All right, Mr. Jensen. I'm with you. What's our next move?
We need to disable their GPL tracker. I know Dr. Sevchenko was working on something.
Yes, a virus program. We all thought it was too risky considering we had nowhere to go. But I don't have it. You'd better check with Nia or Declan.
Dr. Koss, the bioship you mentioned was based on Sarif's studies?
Yes, I believe so. At first I thought it was merely convergent research, but I've worked with Dr. Reed long enough to recognize her handiwork. Besides, I had been working on something similar back in Detroit.
And your knowledge of it made you invaluable here.
At least to a certain extent, it probably helped us all stay alive. But now with Dr. Shevchenko, I guess we've all become expendable. Except for Dr. Reed, I suppose.
Why do you say that?
It's more of a general feeling, I guess. Back in Detroit, we all realized that we were on the verge of something groundbreaking. And here, well, everyone seems to view her research as crucial in some way.
That might explain why she's being held in a secured area.
Possibly. I'm just glad we're going home. It's kind of hard to believe.
Sit tight, Dr. Koss. When you feel a vibration from your GPL, set off that distraction. That'll be the signal.
I will. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And hurry.
I'll do my best. 6-month war between Israel and Palestine, I believe. This is a really nice office. Whose computer is this? I don't know where they're keeping you, but rest assured you're not alone. Declan and I are being forced to work in the Microgen building, completely separated, of course, but from time to time path across, blah, blah, blah. That's from Sevchenko. Dr. Reed, I don't mean to rock the boat, but maybe you can convince them to let you come by and check on my work in person sometimes? I feel it's progressing in the right direction, but since I don't have access to the original Patient X files anymore, I'm simply not sure if I'm getting the mutagenic chemical composition right. You know how important that formula is when it comes to stabilizing the nerve interface connection? Without it, these biochips won't work at all. I hear, Eric, and I understand, but I don't think they'll listen to me. It's hard enough convincing them to allow this level of interaction between us. Soldiers are used to being compartmentalized. They think everyone else should be able to work in the dark too, knowing only half the information. I am reviewing all your work, though, so don't worry. I'll let you know if you're straying too far off. Lasers. Great. I love the idea of just, I can't knock this guy out right now. I need to wait a second. Okay, I'm good. Just gonna leave him there, because it doesn't seem like anybody else is up here. Need to find this skywalk. Find the skywalk. Whose office is this? I don't know what to do, Sahid. I know in my gut that the key to getting the SMI chip functional lies in its neurochemical matrix, but I can't seem to find the right neural stimulation patterning. Any ideas? To whoever felt it necessary to change my screensaver and desktop background to something involving pornographic farm animals for the 3rd time this week, very mature. I'll have you know I'm now installing tracking software on my computer to ask security to place a hidden camera somewhere inside the lab. I'm still awaiting the return of my stapler. I know you have it, Jim. There's a secret camera in here? Wow, what a lying bastard. Yeah, there's no secret camera in there at all. See if you can borrow the MK Ultra files for a few days. They weren't exploring the same ideas as you are, per se, and the techniques they were using were definitely more crude, but still. Might find something in the notes. Still on for that morning run. Due to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the compound, no smoking, eating, or drinking is permitted outside of designated safety zones. Mensa competition. Cool. Nice to know that there's a nice feeling of camaraderie and kidnapping here. Okay. Jesus Christ, there's a camera right there. Huh. Thank God it doesn't turn.
Hostile!
That was the wrong thing. I meant to use cloaking, and I used smart vision. Wow. I'm sorry. That was dumb. There we go. Now we're good. Excuse me. Just gonna push this button and get out of here. The problem with telling civilians specifically not to pay attention to things that are around them is that sometimes they just don't pay attention to things that are around them. Alright, here's the skywalk. There's a lot of stuff that you can do here. Like, disabling the radio tower, we could have climbed up the radio tower and just turned it off ourselves. Instead of going into the control room and turning it off that way. But yeah, this place is actually large, sprawling, and very, very hard to sneak through. So I'm just taking the path of least resistance as much as I can. Nom. Alright, I need to go up here, but there's two gentlemen up here. Nope, guess not. Are they up here? Yes. Uh-oh.
Access granted.
Let's take the easy way out, because I have plenty of ways to hack. Nothing important there. There is a vent, though. Let's go in the vent. Perfect. We gotta prove. Never mind, I'm unconscious. Pocket secretary. A. Connor Kepler. Kepler. That's interesting.
Access granted.
Here's a copy of the file on their security specialist. Shouldn't be a problem. I'll also send you copies of the asset files. Adam Jensen, male, Caucasian, birth location unknown, date of birth 1993, 34 years old. Both parents deceased 98, foster parents located in the Detroit area, college education, University of Phoenix. Associate degree in criminal justice, sworn officer DMPD 2014, SWAT 2018, quits DMPD in 2026, hired by Seraph Industries 6 months later. Addendum, recently augmented military grade, armed and extremely dangerous, turret status alive. Megan Reed, female, Caucasian, birth location Seattle, date of birth 95, 32 years old, moved to North California in 2009-10, moved to France 2012, graduated magna cum laude, neurology and psychology, returned to the United States 2018, hired by Seraph Industries 2020, genetic research, head of science team 2023, current status acquired. Acquired, and deceased, and acquired. Interesting. So they had files on everybody. Not that that's surprising. That's just good intelligence. Where in the hell am I going here? Okay.
Access granted.
The lab Savchenko was using in the Microgen building has been officially cleaned from top to bottom. No forensic team in the world will be able to find trace materials in there now. Change the door code to 5377 and let admin know they can reassign it. So I just got another request from Dwayne to have a hidden camera installed in his lab. Should we play along and humor him? I still think it's one of the other eggheads in his department that's putting all the farm porn on his PC. Sure, we could even record one of us wearing a lab tech uniform the next time we do it. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he sees what I did with this stapler. Dicks. Office pranks are the best. Ooh. A laser code, which I probably don't need. Click. Oh, maybe I do. Just because I don't actually really need the lasers or the experience points for hacking at the moment.
Yeah? Who is it?
I don't know, who is it?
Stay out there, goddammit!
Whoa, what the hell? Who saw something? What the fuck did you see? God damn it. This friggin' game. I don't know how that guy saw me. Unless the dude shouted just before. Fine, I'll hack it. That's what I get for not hacking. I'm telling you. Oh shit, there are 3 security nodes here. Just quick stop that. Capture that. And nuke that.
Access granted.
Done. I honestly don't even need to go into this room, but... Ooh, totally worth it. Yeah, that guy's crazy. But he's also right. Ding. How do you even get to that telephone? Is there seriously nobody down here? What the hell is going on? Oh, Jesus, these are the experimental subjects for the turning off the biochip. They can't move. That's horrifying. Oh god. Did you really need to experiment on this many people? Good lord.
Adam? Adam Jensen? Good grief, lad. What the blazes happened to you?
I made the mistake of surviving. I'm here to get you out, Dr. Faraday.
I told Vasily that Seraph wouldn't stop looking.
Sevchenko's dead, Dr. Faraday. I'm sorry.
I figured as much. One day he was just gone, and they wouldn't say why. We were all afraid, so we just kept to the work. They forced me to create a signal pattern that could broadcast software upgrades directly into a person's implanted circuitry.
Upgrades? That do what?
Whatever instructions have been encoded into them. They said it was to improve efficiency at clinics, but that wouldn't be the only application. Far from it.
I see. Dr. Faraday, we need to free Megan from the isolation zone. I've got a plan to distract the guards. 3 lab accidents.
I like your style, son. And it just might work if you can get Nia and Eric to agree. But timing them to occur at once, that will be the trick.
I'll worry about the timing. For now, sit tight and wait for my signal.
There's one thing you're forgetting, lad. They can track our GPL signals.
I know. But I'm hoping you might have the solution to that problem. Sevchenko's viral program.
Of course! I shouldn't have underestimated you. Vasily gave it to me before he disappeared. Here you are. Upload it onto the central security computer. It will scramble their scanners. I would have done it myself, but I'm just a scientist.
Don't sell yourself short, Doc. Tell me, where do I find this security terminal?
Vasily told me there's a tunnel leading to it, near the back of the compound, I believe. But I'm afraid you'll have to explore a bit to be sure.
Any idea who's behind this, Doc? The kidnapping, the facility?
Not really. Remarkable considering I've been here 6 months. You would have thought someone would let something slip. But if it doesn't have to do with the research, you don't get a word out of them.
Sounds like the guards are well trained. But what kind of threats were needed to stop the other researchers from talking?
Well, there were threats early on just to get us to work. Of course, Vasily saw right through that. Kept saying they needed us. I suppose in his case, the risk outstripped the return at some point. Damn them.
Dr. Sevchenko probably knew the risks and accepted them.
That he did.
Not much of an epitaph,
Go on,
but...
lad. Let's put this plan of yours into action. It's time to teach these wankers a lesson.
Once I upload the virus, it'll be time to act. I'll signal you. A vibration in your GPL. Be ready.
Understood, lad. But do be careful.
Alright. So... So, basically, what we found out is that they're building a new biochip that can accept software upgrades from broadcasting and can turn off function to augmentations. Or at least alter the function of augmentations or the control of them. So, that's cool. Also bad. Computers.
Access
Too late.
granted.
Multi-billion-dollar project, for God's sakes. Scientific rigor has just cost us an entire week of tests, so get the fuck on it. Boop. Boop.
Access
Ding.
granted.
I already know who owns this place already. I mean, who really owns this place. Everyone knows who Darrow bought it through subsidiaries back in 2021. You just need to know where to look and whom to ask. There are a lot of things here that are quite interesting. Meaning the research we're doing, look at this place. Yeah, right, I've heard that one before. And it's all part of a shadowy conspiracy to manipulate and control the scientific world. What am I saying? The world, period. You should denote sarcasm here, by the way. Okay. Ooh. Oh, Gomez, Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex. Alright. I can't get out through the back here, so we gotta go this way. Boop. Let's eat this other Cyber Boost Pro Energy Bar, just so that we can get out of here without too much difficulty. We almost used up two batteries, but we only used 2 and a bit, so we get the second battery back. I hear if you breathe in the sanitary solution, it gets you turbo high. What does that even mean? I don't know. Turbo high.
Someone hiding over.
Nope. Someone is definitely not hiding over here. You know what? I am going to grab a combat rifle, just so I have one. So we need to get past these guys and to the left, which is going to be a little difficult. Because their patrol patterns tend to overlap. Also, there's that fucking turret. I forgot about the fucking turret. Alright, well. Hup. That's a robot. Okay. Camera thought it saw something, but it didn't. Okay, almost done. I think I have enough stun darts. I have 43. 44 if you count the one that's loaded. Hey, look, a tunnel. Boop. Okay, so the bot actually isn't active, so that's good. Okay. Check the lockers, grab the money, check the lockers, grab the EMP grenade. Thank you. Okay. Basically, this is a point of no return. You sure you want to do that?
Pritchard, are you still tracking the scientists?
Of course.
Simulate feedback along that route. Make it strong enough to vibrate their implants. They have to feel it.
A signal, eh? Not bad, Jensen. I'm sending it now.
Jesus Christ! Let me just, disable the robots here. That could have been bad. Creepy.
Your tenacity, Adam Jensen, is really quite irritating. We'd like you to stop now.
I'm afraid I can't, Zhao. You see, I figured it out. I know what you and your conspiracy buddies are planning.
Do you? How clever.
A new biochip. A software upgrade that limits what augmentations can do. You're creating a kill switch. You kidnapped Megan Reed's team to do it, and you're seizing control of the market to ensure it gets distributed. All because you're afraid of people like me. Augmented people, with the power to resist you.
No one's afraid of you, Mr. Jensen. All your blundering around and childish interference hasn't stopped a thing. Tell me, have you been to a limb clinic lately?
Let me guess. That was supposed to shut me down, right? Leave me broken and begging.
The Augs are recalled. You should be offline.
Women never fail to underestimate men.
Of course, that's Namir right behind you.
You should have stayed dead, Jensen.
And yes, he was there the whole time. Alright, time for a boss fight. Oh shit, that's a gun.
You have no idea what it is you're chasing. Will you lose your nerve, Jensen? Now that the end is near?
So there's two ways that the Zhao Yun, Zhao, whatever her name is, I don't fucking remember. There's two ways that thing can turn out. If you did get the biochip, you can't use your augments in this battle. None of them. Which of course makes it difficult when he's really, really good at killing you. Where is he, by the way? There he is.
Behind you, Jensen.
I'm not down there, dumbass. Oh, hello. So Namir's kind of a dick.
So locked. Right over here.
I really have no ammo for the laser rifle? God damn it.
Come get it.
Oh, and he has a plasma rifle.
That business in Detroit. We better. It should have ended there.
I'm just gonna snarf down some painkillers.
Look at you, jumping at shadows like a scared child. This is as far as you go.
I win. Fuck you!
Finish it.
Not until you tell me where Megan is.
You've lost her, Jensen. Men like us, we never get back the things we love.
Jaren, is that you?
Not exactly.
Adam? Oh my god, Adam! It's you. You're hurt. What happened?
What happened to you? I risked my life for you, Megan. I came halfway around the world, and for what?
It's not what you think.
Are you part of this?
No! No, Adam, I swear it! The kidnapping was real. The attack on Seraph Industries, they came after me. They wanted my research.
And when did you decide they could have it?
It didn't happen like that. I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't. I couldn't! And then David said we had to use it. We owed it to mankind.
David? What are you talking about?
My great discovery. The genetic framework I found that makes it easier for living tissue to bond with implants. I found it. In you, Adam. I used your DNA. I wanted to tell you, I swear. But David convinced me what it could mean for mankind. How much better off we could all be. It took Hugh to make me see how wrong I was.
Hugh? Hugh Darrow.
The only time his shades will come off.
After Namir brought us here.
Pritchard! Patch me into Seraph, now!
Adam, please! He was only pretending to work with Tai Young and the others. He found out what they were planning to do and told them he would help. But only to make sure they never succeeded. Their control signal won't work.
Thank you, David. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Seraph here has asked me to show the world how human enhancement technology can change it. After careful deliberation, I've decided I must do exactly that. Forgive me.
Darrow is using the signal for his own ends.
Oh god. He's modified the control signal. Anyone with the new biochip will be affected. Hugh never said anything about this.
I'm going back for the scientists.
No, Adam! I know the complex better than you. I'll find them. There's a hangar bay through there. Get to its control room and retract the roof. Clear a path for us.
Well, shit. Getting all fucked up now.
Jensen, what the hell's going on out there? Broadcast frequencies are going haywire.
Malik, is that you? Where are you?
Coming into visual range of Singapore now. Been in the air since Pritchard first pinged you.
Good timing. I'm heading for a hangar bay to open the roof. I'll need an emergency extraction.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
Those guys okay?
Hey, Jensen! Looks like you could use some help! I see the scientist, Jensen. I'm landing nearby. And I think Dr. Reed wants to speak to you. Hang on. all fine, but you have to get to Panchaea and stop Hugh.
You and I aren't done with this, Megan.
I know how it looks, but you have to stop the broadcast. I think it's causing the new biochips to overstimulate the vagus nerve, creating terrifying hallucinations.
You mean it's driving augmented people insane?
Yes, and it's up to you to stop it. Use the Leo shuttle. It will take you to Panchaea. Good luck, Adam.
Well, Shatsky. Crazy spec op. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you. No. If you take the biochip augment, Adam does not go crazy, but that's only through force of will. Or Megan fixes it for him. I honestly don't know. I've never gotten the biochip. Because it's just such a stupid thing to do. Okay.
Automated systems online. Darrow sequence 1, code 1, 1A, preset and ready to engage. Suborbital trajectory plotted. Destination Panchaea. Begin countdown, Mr. Darrow.
Alright. Next time on Character Select, we're going to Panchaea. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And don't get biochips when you know that there's something screwy going on. It's not going to end well for anybody. For anybody.